Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this simple circle dress with a stylish necktie design. And this dress also has pockets on the sides. I achieved this style using 2 yards of African print fabric. So if this is something you are interested in, make sure to keep watching and make sure you watch till the end. And if you find this video useful, if you find it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and also share to your loved ones. So I made use of 2 yards of this beautiful African print fabric. So you're going to need more fabric depending on how wide you want your dress to be. And I'm going to be using this plain fabric to create that necktie design on my dress. So I have my other materials here, my tape rule, my scissors, and my chalk. So let's go ahead to fold up the fabric. So guys, I'm gonna head to cut out my fabric and I have 2 yards here. So the 2 yards is in a fold of 2. So I have 1 yard in front and 1 yard at the back. So we're going to be cutting out both the front and the back panels together. So that is 36 inches for the front and 36 inches for the back. So if you want your dress wider, like fuller than mine, you're going to need about 2.5 to 3 yards of fabric for this style. So to fold the fabric for this circle dress, instead of just folding the fabric into 4 this way to cut the front and the back panel, you're going to cross the fabric over this way. So take the closed angle of your fabric and cross it over, forming a slant this way. So I usually cut my circle dresses this way because I don't always like it too wide or too full. So if you want yours like mine, you're going to fold up your fabric this way. You can see it's forming a slant already. And you can also cut yours in the form of a half circle. So if you want to fold your fabric to cut out a half circle, you're going to take one edge of the fabric and cross it over to form a triangle this way. I hope you guys can see the difference. So if you fold up your fabric this way, you're going to have a fuller kind of circle dress, but you're going to need more fabric for that. You're going to need about 2.5 to 3 yards of fabric depending on your size. But for mine, if you want like yours like mine, just go ahead to follow this method I'm showing you. Just cross over the closed edge of the fabric over it this way till you achieve your fold of 4. So you can see that the lower part has a wider circumference than the upper part, so it is going to give us that circle effect at the base of the dress. So I'm going to turn the fabric over now. So you can adjust this depending on the length of how long you want your dress to be. So I'm going to just shift mine this way. So depending on how long you want the dress to be. So you can see that I have a fold of 4 already. So let's go ahead now to place the measurement on the fabric. So after successfully folding the fabric, the next thing we want to do is to place the body measurement. So on this fold, go ahead to locate where you have your round bust measurements divided by 4 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So my round bust measurements divided by 4 is 10.5 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance, making 11.5 inches. So I'm going to locate where I have exactly 11.5 inches on this folded fabric and just mark out the point. So connect it together to form a straight line this way. So after getting the bust point, the next thing is to locate the shoulder line. So divide your round armhole measurement by 2. Mine is 8 inches, but because it's a sleeveless dress, I'm going to subtract half an inch from it, and then I'll add 1 inch to what I have for my shoulder slope, making 8.5 inches. So I'm going to come up by 8.5 inches from this line. So this line that you just marked first is going to be your chest line. I hope you guys understand where your armhole is going to stop. So I'm going to come up by 8.5 inches now, and then just extend the line all the way to the other side. So after extending, I'm going to confirm if I have the 8.5 on both sides. So you can see it's a bit higher on this side, so I'm going to just adjust this line. I'll come up by 8.5 inches on this side and mark it, and 8.5 inches on the other side. So go ahead to mark your own appropriate measurements this way. So even if you're cutting yours in the form of a half circle, you're also going to use the same method to place your measurements. So this is the chest line and that is the shoulder line. So the next thing we want to do is to place the shoulder measurement. So come over to the shoulder line. So from this closed angle, go ahead to mark your shoulder measurements divided by 2. Mine is 8 inches, but I'm going to subtract 1 inch from it to make 7 inches because this dress is a sleeveless dress. So from the closed angle of your fold, go ahead to mark your own measurement. So I'm going to add half an inch to it for the turning over with my bias strip. So I marked 7.5 inches. So from that 7.5 inches I marked, I'm going to use my ruler to connect it all the way to meet the chest line this way. So remember that on this chest line, we already have our round bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So it is going to fit perfectly. It is going to fit perfectly. So on this line, I'll get the midpoint of the line, which is 4 inches. And then I'll go ahead to form my armhole curve this way. You can see how simple this is. The next thing to do is to mark the neckline. So from the closed angle of the fabric again, I'll take the wideness of the neckline, which is 3 inches. The depth of the back neckline is 1 inch and the depth of the front neckline is 3 inches. So I'll go ahead to form the front and the back necklines this way. After that, I'll take my shoulder slope of 1 inch, which I already added when I was coming up. I'll take 1 inch and then I'll just connect it to meet the neck width this way. So after that, the next thing we want to do is to mark the full length of the dress. So the full length of my dress is 38 inches and I'll add 1 inch for my folding allowance. So from this shoulder line now, on one side I'm going to come down by 39 inches. So I'm going to mark 39 inches. So you can see that it still fits into the fabric I am using. So I'll come to the other side as well and take 39 inches from the shoulder line. And then I'll go ahead to just mark it all the way around it this way. So make sure the tape row is on the shoulder line while you're taking the full length of your dress. So after connecting all the points together, this is what we have. So let's go ahead to cut it out. So I'm going to start cutting from the base of the dress and then I'll cut out the sides. I'll cut out the armhole and then take the shoulder point. So I'm going to cut out the back neckline first, and then when I separate the fabrics, I'll cut out the front. So I'll open up the side of this part. So let's go ahead now to separate the front and the back panels from each other. So after separating, I would fold up the front panel into two this way and then cut out the neckline. So after cutting, we're going to have a bit of slits on the front neckline. So I'm going to come down by 4 inches. Then I'll just go ahead to slit that point opened. So after slitting, when you open up the front panel, this is what the neckline should look like and this is what the back looks like. So let's go ahead to start joining the fabrics together. So we're going to finish up this cutout neckline on the front panel. So on the other part of the neckline, we're going to attach the rope tie to it. So I have this rectangular fabric I have cut out already. It is about 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to place it on the neckline. I'll make sure the midpoint is on that part where I cut open, and then I'll take my scissors and just cut out that point a bit. I'll just cut it out a bit on the new fabric. So I'll also open up this fabric by 4 inches and then go ahead to place it on the neckline of my dress this way. So you can see that it fits perfectly into the open angle. So right now I'll go ahead to join it together using half an inch. I've stitched all the way down. When I get to this point, I will raise the footer up and then turn it over to stitch the other side. Just join the two parts together using half of an inch. So after joining, I will notch it and then turn it over to the wrong side. So I'll also finish up the armhole area. So I have gone ahead to cut out these fabrics that I'll be using. This is 1.5 inches wide. So I'll place the right side of this fabric facing the right side of my dress this way and then go ahead to stitch it all the way down. When I'm done, I'll notch it and turn it over and also stitch it down. So this is just like finishing with your bias strip, but I am using the same fabric to do it. So I'll stitch it on that side. So when I'm done, I'll also finish up the armhole areas of the back panel, just like I explained for the front. So when I'm done with that, I'll show you guys. So after I turned over the armhole area, this is what it looks like. I have stitched it down on the wrong side. This is what we have. For this neckline opening, I only stitched the fabric down. I have not turned it over. So I went ahead to place the right sides facing each other and I stitched it down on that opening. So another thing to do is to use your scissors to cut the seam open before you turn it over to the wrong side. So let's turn it over to the wrong side now. So after turning over, you're going to have to iron it out so that it lays down flat. At that point, you can use your hemming gum to seal the fabric down, or you can just fold it twice this way and go ahead to stitch it. For mine, I'll just fold it in twice and stitch it all the way down. So for the back panel, I have also gone ahead to finish up the armhole area. So let me go ahead to do this. So after I finished up that opening in front, this is what it looks like. This is the wrong side. You can see how neat it looks. So the next thing I want to do is to fix the fabric for the pocket. So I'm going to take my tape rule and measure from the shoulder line all the way to where I want my pocket to start from, which is 18 inches. I'll come down by 18 inches. And I've also cut out the fabric for the pocket. I have 4 pieces of it. And the dimension of this fabric is 7.5 inches for the width, and for the length it is 10.5 inches. So I'm going to place the right side of the fabric facing the right side of my dress this way. This is the front panel, and then I'll go ahead to stitch it down from that 18 inches mark. So on this other side, I'm going to repeat the same process. I'll come down by 18 inches from the shoulder line and then go ahead to stitch the fabric for the pocket. So I'll repeat the same thing for the back panel. I'll stitch the pocket fabric on both sides and then I'll show you guys. So guys, after I stitch down the fabric for the pocket to the dress, this is what it looks like. This is the front panel and this is the back. I did exactly the same thing at the back panel as well, just like I explained earlier. The next thing we want to do is to join the front and the back together. So place them right sides facing each other and go ahead to join the shoulders using 1/2 inch. When I'm done with that, I'll merge the sides together. Make sure the pockets are facing each other this way and then go ahead to close it up using the 1 inch seam allowance that we added. When I get to this pocket point, I'll leave the footer up, close up the pocket, and when I get to this side, I'll proceed to close it all the way to the base. So I'll do the same thing for the other side, merge the sides together and close it up all the way down. So when I'm done, I'll also fold in the base of the dress twice and stitch it all around. So when I'm done, I'll show you guys. So after I closed up the shoulder, this is what it looks like. And I also closed up the sides just like I explained. So we have the pocket on the side, the pocket opening on the side as you can see, and on the other side as well. So I have also finished up the base of the dress by folding in twice and stitching all around. So the next thing we want to work on now is the necktie on the neckline. So let me go ahead to cut it out and show you guys. So I have gone ahead to cut out the fabric for the necktie and it is in a fold of 2. It is 1.5 inches wide on both sides, that is 3 inches wide in total. So you can decide to make yours as long as you want. Mine is 65 inches long. So I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts this way and just notch out the midpoint towards this open side. I'll notch the midpoint. And then I'll also fold up the neckline of my dress this way to get the midpoint at the back. I'll notch it out as well. So right now I'm going to measure what I have around the neckline. Starting from that midpoint, I'll measure it to one side. I'll measure it to the front panel on one side this way. So I have 10 inches towards this side. And then I'll take it again from that midpoint to the other side. From that midpoint of the back neckline, I'll measure it again to the other one. So you should have the same thing after measuring. So I have 10 inches as well. I have 10 inches all the way to the center back. So that is 20 inches for my neckline. So I'm going to then get the fabric I want to use for the necktie. So remember, it is in a fold of 2. So from that midpoint that I notched, I'm going to take 10 inches on one side. I'll mark out the point. Then I'll take 10 inches on the other side from the center point, and then I'll mark it out. So what I'm going to do now is take it to my sewing machine. From this 10 inches, I'm going to close up that point all the way to the edge of the fabric. Close it up from that 10 inches point all the way and close up the tip. I'll leave that 20 inches point opened and then come over to this side. From this mark, I'll go ahead to close it all the way to the edge. So I'll turn it over to the right side and show you guys the next thing to do. So after I turned over to the right side, this is what it looks like. I also closed up the edges like I explained earlier before I turned it over. So this is going to be the part we'll be attaching to the neckline. I went ahead to iron it so that it lays down flat. So this 20 inches open part is going to go around the neckline. Let me show you guys how to do that now. So get the midpoint of the collar and then place the midpoint of your neckline facing that notched point this way, and then go ahead to use your pin to hold it down. Make sure the midpoints are facing each other and then go ahead to fix the remaining part of the neckline into the open angle this way and use your pin to hold it down. So you can see that the neckline fits perfectly into the point where we opened because we used an accurate measurement, and then go ahead to stitch it together. So when I'm done, I will do the same thing for the other side. I'll fix in the neckline into the neck tie this way. Use my pin to hold it down and then go ahead to stitch it together. So I'll stitch it all the way around. Go ahead to join it together all the way down. So when you are done, it is going to appear this way. It's going to look like this when you are done stitching down. So when I'm done attaching the collar to the neckline, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after I've stitched the tie to the neckline, this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful this looks now, and this is what it looks like on the right side. Very neat. So when you wear your dress, you're just going to knot this around your neck. Remember, you can use any fabric for this. You can decide to use the same fabric and you can decide to make yours wide. That just depends on whatever you want for yours. So this is what it will look like in front when you wear it. So guys, this is where we end this video for today. I hope you found it useful and I hope you learned something new. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.